Hey, good morning, everybody. I know it is early, and I waited as long as I could. I didn't want to wake anybody up unintentionally. I just wanted to give a brief update. We're not going to be live for very long this morning. Just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what I think is going to happen today, what we have going on out there right now. I know probably a lot of the lightning and thunder is going to be waking a lot of people up this morning, kind of wondering what's going on. So at least they're going to be able to come back to this video and be able to kind of see what's going on. So as you can see here on the screen, we have a line of fairly strong thunderstorms that are actually moving into Cass, Vernon, and Bates County. The National Weather Service just issued a special weather statement for most of west central Missouri on the northern side. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. But the biggest threats this morning are going to be some gusty winds out ahead of this line, up to around 50 miles per hour. Not expecting anything severe. That I'm not going to rule out a chance of maybe one of these cells maybe getting up to that borderline threshold for severe thunderstorm up to 60 miles per hour. But that's going to be that's going to be far and few in between this morning. Now this afternoon we're going to have the possibility of a second round of thunderstorms. Now those can be more on the strong to severe side as we go into later on this afternoon. So the National Weather Service did issue a special weather statement for up to 40-mile-per-hour winds. This is going to be for Johnson, Kansas, Miami, Kansas, Bates, Cass, Johnson, and Henry counties here in west central Missouri. So again, wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. We are not expecting any hail with this, although small pea-sized hail is possible along the leading edge of this line of storms. So again, we're not really expecting much of the way of severe weather. The biggest threat is going to be strong straight line winds, and then of course we're going to have that flooding potential. There's several flood warnings, flash flood warnings as well, up in the KC metro area. So we're looking at rainfall rates of 3 to 5 inches per hour. So there are some very, very heavy rainfall amounts associated with this cluster of thunderstorms that's going to be moving in. And if I scale this out just a little bit, we have a complex out here that is producing a lot of rain. So flash flooding, definitely a potential for this morning. Now I do believe that this will likely begin to weaken as it continues more into west central Missouri by the time it gets over to the Pettis, Benton, Hickory County areas. I have a feeling it's just going to be just some heavy rain is going to be the biggest threat with these storms. Now as we go into later on this afternoon, let's just go over here to the latest model here. And let me jump over to a model, and then I'll show you guys what we have in store for later on today. We'll go with let's go with the latest HRRR model. So as we put this into motion, you'll notice up in the very top you will see the timestamp on that. Of course, we have some storms moving through this morning, and then we kind of clear out around the noon time here in west central Missouri, and then you will see there are some thunderstorms that begin to fire up probably around 3 to 6 o'clock tonight. Now with the latest HRRR short-term model, it's showing that line developing along the front from Fort Scott, Kansas into St. Clair County, Benton County, and up through central Missouri. Now, where this line will actually develop is a question right now. Now, any of these thunderstorms that develop along this line will have that potential for all hazards here in west central Missouri, and that includes large hail, damaging winds, and the possibility of a tornado or two this afternoon. Now, earlier in the morning, I got up at 3 a.m. to track this cluster of thunderstorms. It showed that line developing basically from about Butler to Clinton to Sedalia to Columbia, and then moving south. So the trends is this line of thunderstorms developing a little bit further to the south here in west central Missouri, but nonetheless, these models show us what could happen, not what will happen, but they help us in the trending of what these thunderstorms are going to do. So, we're just going to have to keep a very close eye on this as we go into the afternoon time frame. And of course, I'll be updating you guys throughout the day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I know I will be celebrating with our family today. We are going to be taking a little trip this afternoon to go get some good victuals And then, of course, I will be back here at the Weather Center monitoring the weather here in west central Missouri this afternoon. So, again, special weather statement that's going to stretch from Peculiar down to Harrisonville, Archie, Adrian, Butler, Rich Hill, and points to the east. Appleton City, Urick, Creighton, Montrose. You guys can expect very heavy rains, a lot of lightning, and possible wind gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour. So I will be here at the Weather Center tracking this strongest line of thunderstorms through our area, and I'll be updating when needed. And then, of course, if anything should happen to reach that severe level, I will be back on live and we'll track it here at the Wilder RV Weather Center. So, other than that, that's about all I've got, guys. And again, I just want to give you guys just an update of what we've got going on here throughout the course of this morning. A lot of you guys are going to be waking up to thunder, not knowing exactly what is going on here. So I want to give a brief update. This will be uploaded onto our social media pages so that people can go in and take a look and see kind of what's going on. So that's all for right now, guys. I will be here monitoring this line of storms here for the next couple hours here at the weather station. Everybody have a great morning. And again, if you're wondering if you can go back to bed, I think you can go back to bed this morning. We just need to be kind of weather aware that we could see a brief wind gust up to around 50 miles per hour and torrential rainfall rates. So make sure you bring your plants in underneath the porch, or they're gonna get flooded out this morning. So we'll be talking to you a little bit later on this morning here in a live stream as we'll be tracking the threat for severe weather this afternoon.